All right, here we are over beer episode 12. Brought the wife back. We got a big milestone in the house, and you've got a big milestone sports-wise here lately. So
yeah.
Charlotte June, 5 months old. We've been having some requests for a parent update, so we'll throw that in. And then Chelsea's been extremely sharp. So she has actually won two.
With being a mom or sports betting?
Both.
I was going to say.
So most importantly, sports betting, though. No, just kidding. So she's 4-6 on the year. So we do 14 parlays each week. One of us takes the 1 o'clock, and then 4 o'clock, obviously. She's won 2 out of her last 3. Last week was a wash, so that was the loss. So she's been on fire. So let's see if we can carry over, win some money today. But yeah, so let's open with a beer, and then we'll get into a little parent talk and finish with our parlay. We're not going to miss this week. My friend Stacy actually picked up Pillow Talk Double IPA for me. Garrison City, Beerworks. It's in downtown Dover, right at the top of Central Lab. Kind of a cool design, clouds, gray and white look. Looks like an awesome beer. So it's a 7.8% ABV. It's a double, so it's gonna have some hops to it. 46 IBU. I've read a lot of good things about this beer. I've tried not to, but we've had it in the fridge for 2 weeks, and I've been struggling a little bit.
Did you mention the supposed coconut aftertaste?
We'll
I'm pretty
see.
curious to see how that's gonna go down.
Shout out Stacy. This is Garrison City.
Yeah, mom cup.
Mom cup, we call it.
Just a little taste.
They do samples, so if you ever get a chance to pop in there, check them out.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's do some sips here. Let's see how we like it.
Oh,
so
cheers.
Cheers to you, mama. Ooh, that's fruity. Ooh, that's fruity. What are you thinking?
I mean, it's definitely, how do you taste the fruity in it? I'm still trying to get past, like, the hops taste.
Because I've actually been, like, studying beer lately,
Yeah,
so I can...
Yes.
So it's got a kind of a hopsy start. It's got a fruity middle.
It is pretty good, though, for being so heavy.
It has a coconut after. So it does. It's got like 3 layers to the taste. So
yeah, I like it. Mine was so heavy.
Yeah. So no, it's pretty cool. So I'm excited that we're going to sip this throughout. We'll just start out then. 5 months. How's mom holding up?
Tired.
Okay.
Bags under my eyes. Charlotte's teething like crazy, so she's up every 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And then
she got 2 on the bottom already in, 2 up top coming in. So
yeah, she got her 2 bottom teeth at 3.5 months. So a month and a half later, we're still waiting for the top teeth.
And they're
hoping any day now.
They're close. Like you can see like the whites, but it hasn't quite broken the skin yet. And she's struggling so much more with the tops.
I know. I feel
Stinks.
bad. She doesn't like any of like the. She doesn't like any of like the teething stuff, so it's like impossible for her to find any kind of help. And then I've given her Tylenol a few times, but I don't like to do Tylenol too much, so that's my own qualm, I guess.
Yeah, and she's in a jumper over here, so
here.
You're gonna see us look over and smile because she's just super cute, and whenever you look at her, she smiles.
That's a new thing. Daycare where she goes said we should get her one because she loves it there. So
yeah,
we got her one a couple weeks ago, and she loves it. So definitely nice. Keeps her busy, keeps us free for a little bit.
Still doesn't nap,
Nope.
So we basically have no parent life. We're just, I mean, I guess we have lots of parent life, but no Tim and Chell life.
No.
We actually took a day off of work specifically so we could like go out to lunch and catch up.
Well, she was at daycare because that's our only opportunity, really.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fine. I like hanging out the 3 of us on the weekends when we have stuff to do, but just a couple naps here and there wouldn't kill her.
Wouldn't kill us either.
No.
If you're a few months behind us or expecting, definitely watch out for the teething. We were starting to get into a routine. She was starting to sleep through the night with like, we'd get up once, I'd change her, you'd feed her. And then teething started and it threw her routine right off.
It's been miserable. I mean, more so for her than us because she's the one that has to deal with it. But
seeing her in pain is the worst. It literally breaks my heart.
But yeah, so hopefully that'll get better so she can get some sleep and we can get some sleep.
Mm-hmm.
And
Nice. In the last few months, we got back into a good gym routine together.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So we switch off.
Oh, yeah. Shout out Charlotte for getting us up so early because we wake up at 4. We're like, well, we might as well go to the gym at this point.
So that's what started the whole health kick for me because I was like, if we're going to be up in the morning, why don't we just trade off? So we both get to the gym both days on the weekends and then normally 2 to 3 days during the week. So
yeah, so it's nice.
Consistency. That's like the only consistency we have. So it's great.
Feeling good.
That's good. So mom is tired. So what else is new? So any new tricks with Charlotte? I'm just trying to think out loud. I know she's in the jumper.
She's been sucking her thumb a lot, which I have mixed feelings about that.
Yes.
I know she doesn't do a pacifier, so it takes up for the pacifier, but I just don't want it to be a constant thing where she can't break the habit.
Rolling machine.
Yeah, she rolls. She's good with that.
She looks like she wants to crawl, but she's not quite, like, her core or top of her body's not quite strong enough yet, I don't think. So I feel like that'll be coming in the next month.
Still looking like Dad with that big old head.
Literally my twin. She's so cute like that.
We just bought her hats the other day, and she was, she's only 5 months, obviously, but we had to buy her, 12 to 24? Mm-hmm. Was that it, or 9 to 20?
12 to 24.
Month hats.
Shout out when I used to have coaches hats in Little League. Thanks, Coach. But yeah.
Poor thing. She's so cute.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's been fun. She literally is. She's beautiful. She's gonna be a fun girl. Just got to get through this teething phase, but we still got a ton of teeth to go. So pray for us. I pray for everyone else too. That's just our check-in.
How about you? How are you feeling?
Now I'm into like a health routine. Well, it kind of is because you guys do it all. Like I just try to help when I can. Like.
I know. Thank you for letting me sleep this morning.
Yeah, it's like you're basically as a dad, you are. I would compare it to like a player coach. Like she's the all-star. I'm like the old wily vet, so I'm the players coach. So I'm playing like 20 minutes, but also just on the sidelines, kind of watching a little bit. But I feel great. I mean, definitely getting into a fitness routine that's helped me out immensely.
Yeah, I'm glad you're into that.
When I was
definitely helps a lot.
Starting to get a little thicker and exhausted, I just felt terrible about my life.
Yeah.
It's easier to enjoy her and family time when you actually feel good. So
yeah.
And it gives you more energy.
I'm glad you're into that. It makes me happy that you're feeling good.
Yeah.
Looking good.
She sounds happy too. If you can hear her, you can probably hear she's having a blast. I'm good. I'm happy. Definitely trying to help out a little bit more so you're not completely exhausted because I feel terrible when that's the case.
We're getting ready for the holidays.
Yeah, that's going to be fun.
Pretty excited for Christmas. I'm starting to decorate. I know that's the worst thing for people to hear, but...
I haven't been this giddy about Christmas in months. I mean, months.
Years.
Probably since I was like 7.
Yeah.
So.
No, we're excited. Even though she doesn't know what's going on.
There's going to be a little magic in her eyes, and we're all going to be having a blast. So I can't wait for that. But we're going to keep this episode kind of short because obviously we got some parent life to tend to. So we'll go right into the sports bet. So I will lead with Chell for all of these and just bet whatever she says. Don't listen to me because, like I said, she's a sharp. The first game, we were actually talking about this one before we started. So I got the Jags at the Colts. The Colts are giving 2.5 points to the Jaguars.
Nick Foles is back.
Jacoby Brissett is starting.
T.Y. Hilton
is out. And that's a big blow to their offense. So expect a lot of ground and pound with Marlon Mack today. But what do you think? 2.5 points going to the Jags. What are your thoughts here?
Yeah, I like the Jags.
So you like the Jags just money line, right? Or are you going to take the points?
So they have to win by 2.5.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like
we go through this every time we make a bet.
I forget. My brain is not functioning all the time.
So, but you liked the money line earlier.
I know, but I think Jags 2.5 is like a gimme, is it not?
Safety,
I mean, I know Colts are at home, but...
If you want to feel super safe, maybe buy the half points. So you have the field goal, so you can still lose by 3 and push. But I think I like the Jags money line, and that's what we rode with in the parlay today. I think that the Colts are banged up. Who knows what Jacoby's going to look like coming off that injury. I mean, knees are tricky. And Nick Foles is coming back. He wants to get that job back. So I mean, I don't think he'll be there long term. Really, trade him in the offseason if he can finish off great. It's a win-win, and then it's Gardner's team. That's my
we got to hope
thoughts.
for something good with him because he's my quarterback for fantasy.
Who, Foles? Or?
Yeah, Foles.
Oh, I didn't know you picked him up.
Yeah, because I had Gardner, and he's out, obviously. And then I had, Jared Goff. He did terrible last week, so I dropped him.
I don't blame you.
So, let's hope for something good this week.
Let's go. Foles magic, baby.
Yeah.
Foles magic. This is his time of the year. Look at what the Eagles have done. He gets streaky late, and then they go on a run. So, Jags went out, or even come close, too. They're going to be looking all right. They might be able to sneak into that 6th seed. So I like the Jags. You like the +2.5. I think that's not a bad safety line. Then another 1 o'clock game, bizarrely enough. They got like the game of the week at 1. There you go, Charlotte. You've got the Texans at the Ravens.
Are you pumped on this game?
Okay, she's a big Ravens girl.
I know.
I'm like, we're in a Pats house. They just beat us, and you hear her still cheering when I say the Ravens. So she is nuts.
Nuts.
I'm going to agree with her, though. I'll lead on this one. I think Charlotte's got the right idea. I think the Ravens win by 12 here. So I like the Ravens.
Oh, yeah, because the Texans, J.J. Watt's still out.
Yeah, J.J. Watt's is done for the year.
Yeah, per usual.
Yeah, he just lifts too heavy, and his pecs are just tender.
I feel like they don't have a lot of good players on their team.
No. I feel like
I don't know. Who's the quarterback?
Deshaun Watson's great.
Oh, he's good.
They got the best receiver in the league, arguably, Hopkins. Their offense is good. Their defense, before the Watt injury, was like middle of the road to good. Now I think they're latter part of the league, probably 20-ish. Ravens defense is great. Lamar Jackson's playing like an absolute G. He's transcendental. I'm not going to try to use the word I don't know. Transcendental.
You always give me crap for using weird words. I don't even know what you're saying right
now.
At least my words are said.
He's like a once-in-a-generation type. He's like the Mike Vick of this era, but he might be more talented, especially with the quarterback rules. You really can't tackle Lamar Jackson. At least back in the day, Vic could get roughed up a little bit.
Yeah.
Obviously, he goes outside of the pocket a lot, so that's risky. But I think 4.5 is not enough. I think the Ravens are a vastly superior team over the Texans. Like you said, defense is beating up on the Texans.
And their Ravens are at home, right?
Yeah, the Ravens, it's a tough place to play in Baltimore. It's thuggy. In a good way. I mean, it's just like it's a hostile environment.
Yeah,
we'll just leave it at that.
There we go. So that's a gimme.
So you got Ravens -4.5. The game of the week for us, the Eagles are playing the Patriots in Gillette Stadium. This line actually just moved from 3.5 to 4.5, so that looks like a lot of people are on the Pats. I hate that it went to 4.5, but what do you think here? How do you like that line?
I mean, after their loss, I think they're going to come back hot.
Yeah, there's some crazy statistics about
who is Eagles.
Eagles, yeah.
Eagles aren't great this year.
Yeah, they're good. They're on like a 2 or 3 game win streak, and Carson Wentz is finally looking good. Kind of stinks. Deshaun Jackson came back and got basically re-injured. They really needed him to succeed, but the Eagles are due for a loss. They've been, like I said, been hot.
All right, so it might be competition, but I still think the Pats got it. I can't bet against them.
No, you really can't. The Pats coming off both a bye week and a loss, I think statistically we're like 750 win percentage after that. So, like, they're pretty damn good.
Yeah.
I think Pats -4.5 even. If you want to get crazy, maybe push that line out to 10. I think you can push 6 if you tease it. That's almost a teaser line. I think the Pats are coming out with a vengeance. You might get them at like +200 if you tease at that, and I think the Pats might win by a few scores. So that would be the risky move if you like to kind of push the money line out. There you go, girlfriend. She's a big Pats girl too. But yeah, I think 4.5 is pretty safe. So I think I agree with you. You can't bet against your Patriots. The fourth game of our parlay, then we do have one bonus game. I'm curious to see where you're at on this one. The Bears are at LA, the Rams. Both of these two teams need a win to stay even in the playoff consideration. The Bears are obviously in Green Bay's division, so it would likely come in the way of a wild card. And the Rams, they aren't going to get in there in Seattle and San Fran's division. So
I'm thinking Bears.
There we go, baby. Bears money line. That's why I keep her around. The Bears are hot. I think it kind of, part of me Barstool guy, Big Cat guy. I mean, kind of get a pull for him a little bit. So the Bears need this win to basically keep him alive. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think I'm on the Bears bandwagon until they lose. Last week they looked good. Trubisky actually played football. He actually had a few passing TDs. The week before that, he absolutely stunk. And their defense is top notch. And you're not a big Rams girl.
What is that, -6?
-6. You could take the 6 if you want to play that safe. Or I like the money line.
Yeah.
You like the money line as well? I think it was like plus 250 when I put that in earlier today. So you could actually, if you threw even $10 on this, you could make a little bit of profit. So
yeah, I like the Bears.
Yeah, I like the Bears too. That's the evening game tonight.
Are these all day games?
So you got Jags and Colts, like we said. We like
Obviously,
the Jags money line.
4.
Ravens. Oh, you like the 2.5. Ravens at home. -4.5. That's a 1 o'clock game. Eagles and Pats. That's a 4 o'clock game. So you got -4.5 for the Patriots. Grab that and run. Bears at Rams. We are both on the Bears tonight. That's a nice money line to have in a parlay. So I think for mine, I did the later games today. I had the Bears and I did 3 other teams. And it was a $10 parlay, and I think I was pushing out close to $400 just because of that Bears money line in there. So if you get a little wild with the Bears, you might be able to make a little bit extra cash this weekend. So, but yeah, I think
all about making that extra cash.
Oh yeah, that's what actually caused me to lose a ton of money because I'm always putting an underdog in there. But if she says it, I'll go with it. We hadn't talked about that game, and we're both on it, so I like it. Our bonus game, so if you're someone that likes to spread a bet out over 2 days, I think there's a gimme tomorrow night. She likes the Chiefs, too. You like the Chiefs, too, right? So she's saying Chiefs at Chargers. You learn to, know what your baby's saying the more time you spend with her.
Baby whisper.
Yeah, so I can clearly tell that was Chiefs,
yeah.
she says.
What do you think?
So the Chiefs are at the Chargers. LA has been terrible all year long. They're only giving 4 points. And the Chiefs are due for a statement win. They've been playing dismal at best. Patrick Mahomes comes back last week. They lose.
It was a close game, though.
It was a close game, but you think if Mahomes is around...
I think he'll be back this week, full strength.
Well, I mean, he played great.
Yeah.
He had 460-ish yards, and he had an MVP game, but his defense just stunk.
Yeah.
I think that'll be an over, too. I think the over is around 50. I think slam that over. But also, Chiefs only giving 4 points against Phillip Rivers, who's been absolutely stinky. He's got
I don't really like him.
He's got a younger kid, too, like we do. His 9th child or 8th child or whatever.
9, I think.
That's insane.
Yeah, I can't
Phillip,
do
just
that.
cut him off. Just cut him off.
Yeah.
He's probably already had a procedure and it didn't work. He just needs to snip him completely.
Yeah, that's aggressive.
If you have 9 kids, you're tired. You're not going to be good at football anymore.
I'm sure they have a nanny, though.
I'm sure they have a few nannies.
Mm.
So I think go Chiefs. So throw that on your bet if you like it. Hit the over, too, if you're just going to do a one-night thing. And I think that's pretty much as much of a lock as you're going to get.
Yeah, I like it. How much do we think we could win off this one?
So if you just went
5.
If you just went with the 4 and you were going to bet, so typically $10.
There's only 4 on there?
Some people are $20 people. So with the 4, you could probably profit maybe push 180, 190 because we didn't take a whole lot of dogs. Maybe a little bit more with the Jags in there. If you're going to do all 5, you can make a pretty penny. You can make, close to $400 or $500. So.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, take the chance. Get the Chiefs in there. Hell, get the over in. That should be a lock.
I know. I'm always iffy about the over-unders, but Chiefs always score a lot, so that works. But Chargers,
There was an under that we were looking at today. San Francisco is playing Arizona. That's
you did 44. The under, didn't you?
That might be just an external lock of the week. Under 44. San Fran's good for 21. I do not see Arizona scoring much of anything in that game.
Yeah, that's true.
They would need 23. That's not happening. Especially with a beat-up David Johnson, who's playing like rubbish and ruining my fantasy league. Thanks, David.
I know you want to talk about fantasy.
No, I don't. I'm over it. But yeah, I
Sounds good.
had a big trade in one league. No, we're not going to get into it. Let's finish up with just
our review.
Final thoughts on the beer. Cheers again.
I like it. For being a double IPA, I can tolerate it. Mm-hmm. Usually it's hard to drink. But
I was surprised
to
see you get that much into that beer. I like it a lot too.
I don't know if it's just because I don't drink anymore or...
It's very hoppy. So, but I've gotten over the hops and like I taste for other things now.
I'm still waiting for that coconut.
This is literally a juicy IPA, and there's a very, very delicate coconut aftertaste. If you you just got to think through the hops. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's good. You want a hoppy beer. You want your beer to look like this when you've been sipping it for 20 minutes. Like you see the foam. That means that they're doing their job. It's very juicy. It's a New England IPA. Very fruity. It's got a lot of good flavors in there, but it's also
got a cool name.
Yeah, it does. It definitely does. So Pillow Talk. It sounds dirty.
And where did you say it was from?
Garrison City Beerworks, right in Dover. So if you're gonna score this 0 to 10, how do you like it?
I would probably say 7.6.
7.6.
Maybe.
No, that's honestly.
I mean, like I said, for a double IPA, I can actually drink it, so that's good.
No, that's actually.
But it wouldn't probably ever be my first choice by any means. But it's really good.
This will be my first round number on this show, and I think it's well deserved. Slightly above all the 7.9s I've given. There was a lot of great beers. Naughty Nurse I had at 7.9. There was another beer that we did when the autumn craze first came out. That was another New Hampshire brewer. It was a 7.9. That was
the one you did with Tyler?
Phenomenal. It was actually with Pat and Sean.
Oh, okay.
And then I would put this just above those. 8.0. It's a damn good beer. I'm actually going to go to Garrison City now and see if I can do a ton of samples, just because it's my colleague Stacy said there was a lot of good selection, a lot of higher ABV beers, so in my opinion you're going to get more flavor. I'm not a big light beer guy anymore. I think 8.0 is a good score. It's a really good beer. Not quite like Treehouse level, not quite like some of the other beers I've rated in the mid to high 8s, but it's in the 8 category, so you know it's damn good.
Yeah, it's good.
That's a review. Check out Garrison City. Lay the parlay today. You're going to make a little money. That Bears pick, that's valuable. So let's go, Mitch. Let's go, Mitch. I didn't say the B word.